Congratulations to us all for hitting 500 subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I could not have done this without you. I appreciate every single one of you, from the first subscriber to the last subscriber and to the rest. We're at 500. I can't wait till we see 1,000. I really appreciate you. Um, this 500 is not just a number. This is 500 souls vibing with our truth, our voices. My chaos turned into creativity. This live stream is our block party, our revival. My TED talk with tambourines, except I couldn't find my tambourine. I'm sure my son has it. So let's make this feel alive, unfiltered, and unforgettable. From trauma to triumph. I thank you for walking this walk with me. I was once locked in a psych ward, broken from the badge, battling my own mind, and now 500 of y'all showed up to witness my rise. We're going to talk about it because this ain't just content, this is confession, comedy, and a comeback. Stay with me because this testimony is still unfolding. 500 subscribers, 500 souls, 500 thank yous. I appreciate all of y'all. Remember when it was just me? It's really just me now, but I'm going to keep talking. And if you come in, please share where you are and where you're watching me from. I really appreciate you. But I know if I just stick to it and keep doing it and have that stick to itness, it's going to get better and better day by day. But I remember it was just me and my light and my dog judging me. Well, my parents' dog asking me, "Are you sure this is your ministry?" I'm positive this is my ministry. This is me turning my mess into a message. Now look at us. We're thriving through this chaos, one nervous breakdown at a time. I am not broken. I am becoming. My chaos is not a curse. It is the canvas of my calling. Every scar is sacred. Every step is a sermon. And today, I celebrate not perfection, but progress. 500 500 plus subscribers let me know that I am making progress. And it's giving me the encouragement that I need to stick to it. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. I'm encouraging myself, and I'm grateful for the 500 people who are encouraging me. And I'm grateful for those of you who are going to encourage me in the future. Even the ones who say, "Hey, I'm done encouraging you. I'm done being your subscriber." I thank God for you too. There's a time, a reason, and a season for everything. But let me read to you. If you go with me, please, if you will, to 2 Corinthians 4:8-9. You will find these words. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. That verse right there, that's my biography. That's the blueprint of unorganized chaos. Still standing, still speaking, still surviving. One of my favorite books is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. And in the book, it's this quote: "And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it." I want this, so I know all the universe is conspiring to help me to achieve it. And like the alchemist taught me, this journey didn't start with subscribers. It started with surrender. I had to first surrender the embarrassment, surrender the self-talk that, hey, nobody's gonna watch you, nobody's gonna look at. I don't particularly like my voice. I never have. Like, your voice is gonna annoy you, annoy other people. You have a traumatic brain injury, so you're not gonna be able to stay focused or remember stuff, or because my traumatic brain injury affects my concentration. I have to write down a lot of stuff to read it. Um, then my ADD. So I was thinking about all of my mental diagnoses, but I was like, you know what? This is therapeutic for me. I'm gonna keep doing it because I'm sure I'm not the only one on YouTube with a traumatic brain injury, with C-PTSD, with social anxiety, with major depression disorder, with ADD. So I'm doing this for all of us. and I appreciate you. But the whole universe is conspiring to help me achieve this. And I appreciate the 500 and plus people out of this universe who is here to help me to achieve this. And I know the universe is way bigger than us 500, but I just want to be grateful for us now. You know, the alchemist, it taught me this journey didn't start with subscribers. It started with surrender. You know, I had to surrender everything I just spoke about. I followed my pain, and it led me to purpose. Now, 500 souls later, my testimony is still being written. One of my favorite movies is Antoine Fisher, and I love that quote in this movie. I'm still standing, I'm still strong. Just like Antoine Fisher, I'm still standing, I'm still strong. And that's the whole sermon right there. I'm still standing, I'm still strong. From the precinct to the psych ward to 500 subscribers deep. This ain't entertainment, it's endurance. And the testimony continues. And of course, my girl Golden by Jill Scott, my wife, Jill Scott. I'm taking my freedom, putting it into my song. And guess what my song is? This YouTube channel is my song. My scars got rhythm now. 500 of y'all heard the melody in my madness. And that's why the testimony continues. Your story will heal you. You can make a YouTube channel or however you want to, but telling your story will heal you. And your story will heal somebody else. When you tell your truth, you offer it as a gift to the world. And that's what I want to do. Ayanna Van Zant once said that about your story will heal you. And that's what this channel is all about. Every video is me unwrapping my wounds and handing them over like, here, this might help you breathe too, because it helped me. Now, I wrote a prayer I want to share with you. I called it God of the Broken and the Brave, because I feel like I was both broken and brave to do this. Thank you for the chaos that didn't kill me. Thank you for the breakdowns that became breakthroughs. Thank you for every silent night I cried, and for the unseen strength you planted in me through each one. Thank you for turning my scars into sermons, my trauma into testimony, my pain into purpose, and this platform into a pulpit. Bless every person watching, every subscriber who saw light in my darkness, every soul that found a piece of their healing in my story. Let this be more than content. Let it be connection. Let it be ministry. Let it be medicine. Let this channel reach the ones who feel too messy, too tired, too forgotten, and remind them you can rise in your rawness. You can lead in your limp. And as this testimony continues, walk with me, speak through me, and keep me humble enough to serve, but bold enough to tell the truth out loud in chaos, in calling, in Christ. Amen. You know what? I wish I knew your names. My 500 subscribers, some of your names. If you come in, just put your name in the comments, or if you don't want to, just from the city and state from where you're watching from. I would love to give you a shout out and a personal thank you. You mean a lot to me. You're not just a number to me. You're so much more than a number to me. This isn't just a speech. This is a whole vibe. This is us as a family talking, okay? Um, you know what? Y'all subscribe to me even when I was just talking to my living room lamp and to my pillows. That's respect. That's respect. You still subscribe to me then. And I appreciate it. You subscribed to me before I even had a light. You subscribed to me before I even had a microphone. And I appreciate that. And I still don't have a studio, everything I need. I'm just in a small corner in my bedroom, my bed right beside me in the wall. next to me. That's all the space I have right now, but I promise it's going to get better. But if you've ever laughed, cried, rolled your eyes, or hit replay on one of my videos, thank you. That means you saw me, not just the content. Thank you for seeing me. And I want to see you. Even if you clicked on the video and it's like, this girl is crazy, and you clicked off, I appreciate you too. I really do. And thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. As I said, I'm a former police sergeant. I'm proud that I have served wonderful citizens for over 13 years. Um, I saw a lot. I did a lot. Saw a lot. Um, Learned a lot. I'm still learning. I'm grateful for every first responder out there. I'm grateful for you all. Um, and I'm looking forward to sharing my stories with you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. If you want to put in the comments where you're watching from. Also, what else I want to just tell you about me. I happen to be a proud same gender loving woman, same gender loving woman. Every time I say woman, I keep thinking about Andrew Caldwell. Woman, woman, woman. I love woman. I love me some woman now. All due respect to Andrew Caldwell. Well, I would just say lesbian. I have three wonderful kings. Two of them are in their 20s, and I have one king who's 9 years old, be turning 10 this year. Uh, I was married. My wife passed away from pancreatic cancer. Um, I'm a mental health warrior with that TBI and C-PTSD, but it's not stopping me from doing what I feel is my calling. I've been institutionalized and I live to tell the truth about it. I'm black, I'm queer, I'm brilliant, unapologetically. Some people may tune in and just see the chaos, but I built this channel out of that chaos, unorganized chaos. The reason why I started this channel, um, I talk to Jesus on Sundays and I talk to my therapist on Mondays, and I also journal. So I would write it down, and one day I started writing. I started just reading what I had already written, and I found it to be very therapeutic for me. So then I started just voice recording because my goal is to. I take my therapy seriously, and I believe in therapy, and I take it seriously. So my therapist is like journal, and I would read it. I wouldn't read it right away. I'll wait about a week or so, read it out loud, and then I started audio recording meanwhile I was reading, and then I would listen to that audio recording later. It's very helpful when you use all of your senses in your therapy routine. Then I was like, what if I did this on YouTube? Maybe to help someone else. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. I was like, well, I'm overweight. I'm not the best looking person on YouTube. I'm black. I'm a lesbian. I was thinking about all the negative things that people may perceive to be negative about me. The things people to perceive to be negative about me are the things I love about me. I love my skin color. I love being black. I love being a lesbian. I need to lose weight for health reasons. I'm working on that. It's a challenge. But I want to, health is the new wealth. So I'm working on that. So, and I'm drinking my water. I'm going to take a water break. Get you some, it's good for you. But so anyway, I started the channel. The first videos I uploaded, I kept them all private for just me. I believe I eventually deleted those. That's been over like 2 or 3 years ago, I believe. Then I went out on a limb one day, just writing down my thoughts, and decided to upload it and make it public. And I was expecting to get a lot of negative feedback, but I got no feedback. And that didn't discourage me because I was looking at, okay, I didn't get any negative feedback. So I kept going. And the first comment I got, I think it was like a heart or something. So I kept going. Then I got another comment. And I remember these comments because it helped me to keep going. It was like, thank you, or something like that. I can't even remember the first time. I've gotten negative comments since then, but I can't remember them because I purposely try to focus my attention or maintain my attention or keep my attention on positive things. But I do get the negative comments, and my response will more than likely be God bless you or something like that. But I'm more into focusing on what I want in my life. And if I focus on negativity, that's what I will receive in my life. Um, so that's why I started the channel. And it has saved me through some dark days. Believe it or not, sometimes I don't watch. I don't like watching myself on YouTube, even though I enjoy making a YouTube channel. So I don't like watching myself for some reason. And I still don't like my voice, but I like listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth because those words are encouraging to me. And I pray that they're encouraging to you. So that's how this channel has saved me through some of my dark days. And my prayer is that it'll do the same for you or someone else. But what unorganized chaos really mean to me? What made me decide to name this channel Unorganized Chaos? I started YouTube not knowing anything about YouTube Studio or YouTube creators or anything like that. So I started the channel. Then I found out you can get paid and monetized to make videos. So I started looking at videos about how to do that. And everywhere I looked, it kept saying, you need to have a niche. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. It keeps saying you need to have a niche. And I was like, what is a niche? And I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But they said I'm serious, just about every expert or whatever you call them. I don't know if they're experts or YouTubers or every video that I looked at said you need to have a niche. And I was like, my life is not a niche. So I am not going to have a niche. And I'm like, would love to be able to make money from doing this, especially someone who have no resources at this time. But I was like, I would rather be real than to just come up with a niche to make the most money as they believe. So I was like, well, what is my life? And I started thinking about football. I love football. I love watching football. And when I look at football, I see organized chaos on the field. But when people watch football who don't understand it, because have you ever been to a sports bar or even just at home or a family home, and the people who know what's going on are enjoying the game, but the other people that don't know what's going on, all they see is people, people running around on the field. So it looks like unorganized chaos to them. But for those of us who understands the quarterbacks, the touchdowns, the um, uh, good gracious of life, it just slipped my mind that quick. The first down, second down, third down, fourth down, all of that. For those of us who understand football, it looks like organized chaos to us. So I said, if I had to come up with a description or what I call my own niche for my channel, it would be unorganized chaos. Because for people looking in at me and who do not understand me, who do not understand the play, who do not understand the words that are coming out my mouth, it would look like to the audience unorganized chaos. But for me and for people who may have had the same mental diagnoses or who've gone through some of the same traumas I'm going through, it will look like organized chaos to them. So that's what came to me. Uh, That's my reason behind my branding of the Unorganized Chaos Network. And decided to go with the Unorganized Chaos Network because I was like, um, I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. So this is the Unorganized Chaos Network with different shows on it. Whispers of Wisdom. Um, I want to get more into making short stories um, regarding Black lesbian love stories. I want to get more into motivational videos, affirmation videos, wisdom about wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, um, police related videos. If you go to my page, every time I go to my page, my top videos are always the ones that are law enforcement related. And I didn't think that would be the top one because for me, as an ex law enforcement officer, I personally have no interest in law enforcement ever again. But because I have the knowledge that I may have that other people don't have, my desire is to share what I do know to people with people who don't know. Because even though I've not been an officer since 2021, I believe, I can't remember, I still have people calling me to this day or texting me, hey, I got a ticket. Can you help me with this ticket? And I just tell them I'm no longer in law enforcement. I was like, wait a minute. I still have a, a knowledge and understanding of it. I can help instead of just dismissing people. I was like, I can take what I do know and what I've forgotten, I can Google it and put it together and respond and help people. So that's what I want to do. And I also use my own personal experience and some of the videos dealing with law enforcement and some experience from what I've heard from other people like me who are currently police officers or who used to be police officers. And they share their stories with me and I share them with you. Um, so, Unorganized Chaos Network, I look at it like a TV station with different shows on it. So this is what this YouTube channel is going to be for me, and I pray that you enjoy it and get something out of it. Um, I don't take this as a hobby. For me, this is therapy, ministry, comedy, and a come up. The first and most important is therapy. I will not do this, and I don't do it on days where it's not therapeutic for me to do. But as long as it remains therapeutic for me and I don't feel like that it's risking my mental health, I will continue to do this. And the therapy part is, I wrote that first because that's the most important. Second is ministry. I wrote that down because I grew up a PK kid in a very strict Pentecostal church, but I want to do church differently. Um, I call myself the evangelist of entertainment. Evangelist, as far as I know, I should have looked up the meaning of evangelist, but as far as I know, an evangelist is a person who travels from church to church preaching the word of God. Now it's like I can be an evangelist on YouTube and talking about my relationship with God or my higher power or the universe or whatever you want to call it um, on YouTube. And I said, I don't want to just be an evangelist of like in the church, but I want my ministry to be entertaining. So I came up with the name um, Evangelist of Entertainment. Um, that's the ministry part. Comedy. Um, I am not a comedian. I don't feel like I have the gift or the anointing to be a comedian. Um, I try hard to think of jokes and stuff like that at times. So I just put that in there as like a hope or something like, hey, I don't mind being funny. But my main reasons is for therapy and ministry. And maybe God will grace me or grant me with the privilege to learn how to be funny or do something funny. And I call it a come up because from where I used to be this time last year This is a come up. I have social anxiety. I rarely go anywhere outside of this house. I can't remember the last time I've been somewhere, not even restaurants. I do. My social anxiety is, and I'm being real and raw with y'all, and this is live. Um, I don't know where it come from, how it come in here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let me know where you're watching from in the comments if you don't mind. But my social anxiety is so bad, and I rarely go anywhere. Like I said, I don't know how it happened. Um, I don't know where it came from. I just one day, I went from being a police officer to being institutionalized to being diagnosed with C-PTSD, social anxiety major depression disorder. Then I went to a neurologist and found out I had a traumatic brain injury. And my neurologist like, where'd you get that from? I'm like, I haven't the slightest clue. And so she started asking me questions about my career and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm a former officer. She said, you're a former officer? I was like, yeah. She said, have you been in a fight? I was like, well, three that I can remember. No, two. One was with a white female, one was with a Mexican, a Hispanic female. And the one with the white female, she was completely butt naked in the bathroom at the Texaco on North Central Avenue. Yes, that, yeah. And the other one, this woman was the Hispanic woman. She was high on something or delusional, and but I don't remember hitting my head or having. I don't remember, so I can't say that I told myself. I have to be honest with you. I didn't even know I had a traumatic brain injury. I don't know where I got it from. The only thing I can think that it probably could have come from was in my career field as a law enforcement officer, because I can't think of anywhere I didn't have any accidents, traffic accidents, at this during this time. Um, this is in 2021, 2022. When was I at the mental institution? I can't remember. Anyway, um, yeah, my traumatic brain injury says that I'm at a risk of falls or something like that, and it says that I have issues with concentration and memorization. They did a whole workup, put all these wires and stuff on my head. It's in one of my videos. Thank you so much for being here. Please put in the comments where you're watching from if you don't mind. I really appreciate you. But um, that's where I have gotten I can't remember what I was talking about. I'm so sorry. But this is me being real. This is me um, living my truth. Um, yeah, and so, um, but this is my truth, and I'm enjoying it. It is helping me. Um, but my goal is to continue this. I hope and pray that God allows me to be able to continue this. That uh, uh, my traumatic brain injury get better, if that's possible. I don't know. I don't like to look up and research stuff they diagnose you with, because I really believe if it's not of God, then it don't belongs to me. You can diagnose me with whatever you want to diagnose me with. I will be compliant. I will do all the therapists. I go to all of my doctor's appointments. Um, because I believe God has put the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into these doctors to give us the things we need to help us get better. And our mentality, our mental health is just as important as our physical health. So I do what I need to do, but I pray I'll be able to continue this, do more videos, and I pray it's more healing for me, more healing for you. Um, Thank you so much for being here. Please put in the comments where you're watching and from, if you don't mind. I really appreciate you. My long-term goal for this is Maybe have some collaborations with some other YouTubers, just to hear about their stories. Uh, but this is going to be a positive place. It's called Unorganized Chaos, but it's going to be a healthy environment. So I would love to do some collaborations, maybe have some live events, maybe learn how to make merchandise to sell and stuff if you would like to support me. Maybe a docu-series. Now I wrote down docu-series because I don't feel like there's enough stories, love stories about the Black lesbian community or relationship. So I was like, I would love to do a docu-series just for us. Uh, that's my long-term goal. And I can't do this on my own. I'm not trying to do it on my own for right now. I'm doing it on my own because I'm fine with the resources that I have to do this. But if you have any ideas or suggestions or anything, please let me know. You know, uh, you don't have to just watch me. You can pull up a chair and join me. Uh, if you would like to, I appreciate you. Um, but let me know when you see this. What type of content do you want to see? What do you like seeing? What have you seen on my channel that you like? What have you seen on my channel that you do not like? I'm open for feedback, positive reinforcement, um, any type of feedback. You can email me, you can put in the comments, however you feel comfortable giving me the feedback. I'm open and receptive to receiving it. I know I'm not perfect at doing this, so uh, any feedback would be nice. And tell me, I want to hear about your chaotic and hilarious things that has happened to you. If you have a story to share of anything chaotic or hilarious that's happened to you, I would love to hear about it. Maybe we could collaborate and do a video together about that. Um, if my theme song is Golden by Jill Scott. I call Jill Scott my wife, but Jill Scott is not a lesbian as far as I know, and she is not my wife. Um, but Jill Scott is a very beautiful woman who I happen to be very attracted to. So that's why I call her my wife, but she is not my wife. As far as I know, she's not a lesbian. And I'm not in the ministry of trying to convert anybody that's straight to become a homosexual. I don't have the time or the energy to deal with anybody who is straight um, as far as a romantic relationship. Um, Maybe that's somebody else's who like to do that. That's younger, but at my age, no, I'm not interested in anybody in the closet. Right now, I'm not interested in a relationship with anybody, but certainly not interested in someone who wants to experiment with their sexuality. Um, I don't have a referral uh, list, but hopefully you can be able to find somebody that'll help you out. But it can't be me. But I was wondering if you had a mental health theme song, what would that be? Give me some suggestions. Let me know. My mental health theme song is Golden by Jill Scott. I don't know if that's my mental health theme song because it's by Jill Scott or because of the song or not, but I believe it's a mixture of both. I just love it. It makes me happy. It really do. I'm golden. I'm golden. I'm wearing it around my neck. Golden. You know, um, I'm turning my pain into purpose. I know some of y'all are turning your pain into purpose. And I think as we go through this life, we're going to experience pain in all different ways: emotional pain, physical pain, heartbreaks, mental anguish. We're going to hear pain, see pain. What is the purpose of pain? I believe it's probably to make us stronger and let us realize that we're still human. But make sure we get the purpose behind that pain so we won't have to experience the same type of pain over and over again. Another thing I would like to do, I don't even know if you can do this on YouTube or not. But I can talk about it and tell you what I would like to do, and then I find out I want somebody can let me know what I would like to do, like giveaways and stuff like that whenever I'm able to. I don't know how long it takes to get monetized or anything like that, but whenever I have some money, I wouldn't mind giving. Maybe like we can do like a game show on YouTube. I can ask questions, I guess, and then whoever get the answer right, send you a gift card, I guess, from Amazon or something like that. Cause you can send that online. I don't know. I'm just thinking as I'm talking literally about what, because I wrote down what are my future plans for this, for my channel. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, and then I said maybe I can do something. And I heard that you can do this thing Patreon. So maybe thank you so much for joining me. Drop in the comments where you're watching from. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And then maybe later on Patreon where I do more giveaways and I haven't figured out how to do that, but I want to give, save, live. That's what I really want to do. I've been a person without for so long that I said when I get the opportunity, I really want to give. So I have to come out with the way I can do that and where it's legal and where it does not violate any of YouTube's terms or policies. Um, as you know, I love reading books also. So I was thinking about maybe doing a book club. Um, Again, I have to look at the YouTube terms and policies. I don't know if there's anything against having a book club on YouTube, but I read at least a chapter out of a book every day. Right now, I'm reading Spy the Lie. It's from a CIA agent, and it's really good. Um, so maybe a book club and try to figure out a way to incorporate that into the Unorganized Chaos network. Um, I want to share with you my lowest moment. I wrote down share my rock bottom and my bounce back. So I want to share my rock bottom and my bounce back. The lowest moment that I can recall, I can't recall anything worse than this in my life, was when I was admitted into a mental institution and lost everything. Got evicted, lost my home, my car. My 9-year old king, I believe he was 6 at the time. A wonderful friend of mine took him in to take care of him, and I had to move back in with family. And I was separated from my king, even though I was at the mental institution, lost my job, and all of that. And I was dealing with a lot of SIs, like, why am I here? And that's a question I still ask myself every now and then, but not as often as I used to. But that was like a constant thought, like, why am I here? I'm going through all of this. I have absolutely nothing but my clothes. And I had to ask for money just for personal hygiene items. To go from being a person who was able to take care of herself, her kids, from being employed, gainfully employed, and I'm grateful for my employer, even though things didn't end the right way, in my opinion. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been able to be a police officer and do what I did for 13 years. But my lowest moment that I can be recalled, imagine, imagine, imagine me with me, if you will, going through a experience at your job. After that, you don't know what's going on with you. All you know is you're waking up in the middle of the night, sweating and literally thinking you're having a heart attack. I didn't know. I've heard of anxiety attacks and panic attacks before. I've heard of them. I've never seen them. even as a police officer, not that I'm aware of. I've never seen them. So I would literally be waking up thinking I'm about to die. I'm having a heart attack. And so I would be on the phone with 911, like, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. Come get me. And they would show up. They would take me to, um, they would try to calm me down. They said, your heart rate is really high. Calm down. They would take me to Wellstar. And I remember this happening like 4 times in one week. And on that fourth time, they said, we take you to Ridgeview. You have to go to Ridgeview. You get admitted to the mental institution. Come to find out, I was having panic and anxiety attacks. And this whole time, I literally thought it was heart attacks. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. God bless you. So, but you would think, okay, so that in itself was rock bottom. But after that, to then lose absolutely everything you have to sell, I literally not even sell because I couldn't even afford a U-Haul truck. I had to give all of my stuff away unless it was a personal item or paperwork, birth certificates and stuff like that. Because you can't even afford the U-Haul to um, even if I wanted to bring my stuff to put into one of my family members' storage units or anything. And I was living in that area where there was no U-Haul. And happier or better in the Atlanta, Georgia area. But I'm here now. I'm so grateful. I really am. But my rock bottom moment was when I was dealing with SIs and look, why am I here? And my 9-year-old king was giving me purpose, hope from him. That was my rock bottom. It's something, I talked to my therapist about a lot, something I'm still trying to get over, even though it happened in 2021. It's 2025, but I'm bouncing back. The ball may be bouncing slowly sometimes. The ball might not bounce at all at other times, but I'm bouncing back and I'm going to get back. And like I said, doing these videos and talking about it is helping me with that. It's helping me bounce back from my rock bottom. Right now, I just want to focus on survival. I want to focus on grace. I want to focus on things that makes me happy, smile, humor. I don't want to focus on anything that's going to disturb my peace. It's hard when in my mind, I feel like all I'm trying to do is just be a help or a support or something, but the communication, the feeling I get back is nothing at all, or if something is said, it is sarcasm or something like that, and I say nothing. So I'm trying to learn how to get a voice to speak for myself and do what I feel is best for me in my King 3. So my focus, what I wrote down here, I said I want to focus on survival grace and the why behind my uploads. And I think I discussed that. The why behind my uploads is that it's very therapeutic for me. It really is. I feel better. Now, it's a lot of work. On one of the channels that I was watching that, you can join or subscribe to YouTube Creator. It's a YouTube channel from YouTube that tells you how to make your YouTube be successful. Uh, and So I still watch those videos and I'm learning more about the YouTube channel. But the why behind my uploads is because it's very therapeutic for me. That is the number one why. And to be honest, the number two why is you can get paid from doing this. It'll be a resource. And I still have no idea how much people get. I guess that'll be the next video I start looking at. Right now, I'm focusing on uh, making the videos, and then I guess I'll figure out what I need to do to uh, get money and stuff. Um, um, but right now, to make it clear for anybody from the government that might be watching it, I'm not receiving not one red cent. If anything, my mom helps pay for the internet bill so I can make the videos. That's the only thing I could think of. That. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. You mean a lot to me. So, um, but that's the why behind my uploads. And I want to speak to other people who may feel unseen or broken. You know, I want this to be a altar for people like me, for us, for people who the church don't understand, or for people who like me who don't understand the church, because God knows I don't understand it. I go to it because it's just what my family is into, and I just try to be of support. And can you imagine? Okay, can you imagine in your minds with me being me, a black woman, a lesbian black woman who don't plan on ever not being a lesbian black woman, because that's who I am, going to a church and hearing or subliminal or feeling or knowing, just the knowing that you're surrounded by people who really do not accept you for who you are. They're tolerating you. Now imagine you are a Pentecostal, Holy Ghost roller, whatever you want to call yourself. Imagine you going to a church on a consistent basis that does not believe in Jesus, does not believe in the Holy Ghost, does not believe in anything that you believe in, but you continue to go, just to go. How do you think that would affect your mental health? That's all I want to say about that. Okay, what else I wrote down? Uh, if I can speak life into anybody with a bruised brain, his mind has been bruised, a broken heart. My heart has been broken, and a messy past. God knows my past has been messy. But if I can do this, so can you. Now, I want to make it clear. I'm not blaming anybody for me having a busted brain, a broken heart, or a messy past. A lot of this stuff I did to myself. I have hurt people. I have broken people's heart. I have caused people probably mental anguish. Um, and a lot of, like I said, I've done to other people, I've done to myself. I'm not proud about that. I apologize for that. Um, Being in therapy, like I said, is really helping me, especially with communication. But if I give you chance after chance after chance after chance to try to communicate and it ain't working, then it's time for me to move on. It is not worth me losing my peace. Okay, so that's another reason why I am on YouTube. But I want to encourage all 500 plus of you as my subscribers, soon to be 1,000 of you. If I can encourage you in any way to make you feel seen or anything, just let me know. If you have a subject in mind, whether it has to do with law enforcement, mental diagnosis, anything, let me know. I don't mind. It might take me a while because, like I said, due to the traumatic brain injury, but I will do the best I can. I promise you to make a video, or as I can share my experience to have you on as a guest. I've never had a guest on my channel that I recall, so I have to figure that out, and maybe we can collaborate. Um, I put on here drop your social media links so I can subscribe, but I found out that that's illegal I mean, not illegal. That's against YouTube's policy for whatever reason. But I was like, since you have all subscribed to me, I want to subscribe to you. But I think there's a way I can look at my subscribers. I have no idea how to do that because that'll be 500 people I would have to look at. But I do want to subscribe to you. Uh, it's a blessing to give than to receive. So I have received 500 subscribers. I was like, I didn't how many people I'm subscribed to. But it's a lot. But don't drop your social media links because I did find out. I should have took this out when I wrote it. I did find out that YouTube said that's a no. You can't do. They call it sub for sub. I wasn't trying to do sub for sub. I was just trying to say, hey, thank y'all so much for subscribing to me. I want to subscribe to you. Hitting 500 is a huge milestone. It has opened up other opportunities for me. I'm also a affiliate with Amazon. So I get uh, I can't remember what they call it. If you buy something from Amazon using my affiliate link, I get a commission. Uh, and so now I have um, stuff is opening up. I haven't read everything yet, but the YouTube partnership program and stuff like that is opening up. And the reason this is my first live stream on my channel that I can recall. So they told me that I need to do more live streams. So I said, well, my first one would be, um, I hit the 500 mark. So, and I really appreciate you. You know, this is unorganized chaos. You don't have to be, just be yourself. You don't have to be organized, just be you. Yeah, I wrote that down. You don't have to be organized. I'm not. Now, certain areas, of course, we have to be organized. It's like with medication, things like that. But when they said I had to have a niche and made up a word that I never even heard of, I was like, I'm not a niche, so I don't know how they could have a niche. But there is this other channel, Two Black Mothers. They have a niche. Go subscribe to them, please. Um, I don't know what they call their niches, but they talk about stuff that's on TikTok. There's another channel. I mostly watch motivational and church stuff, y'all. I don't even know if I'm still on here or not. Okay, well, I can see myself again, so that's good. But um, what else? But if I've said anything tonight that have made you laugh, cry, even if you're laughing at me because I don't know what I'm doing, that's fine. Like I said, you are here, and I appreciate you for just being here. I really do. I feel like I'm being seen, and that helps me a lot therapeutically. So I really appreciate you. Um, so if I said anything that helped you in any way, um, or if you have any suggestions for me, say, hey, this is what you probably should do on your next live stream to make it better. Just let me know. I don't mind you putting it in the comments. I'm open and receptive to. I used to be a police sergeant, so it's like it ain't nothing you can say to me that's gonna make me cry over words from the internet in my comment section. I will respond accordingly. Um, but yeah, I want to make this great. So, but like I said, I'm dealing with limited resources right now, so I can only do what I can do. My brother actually brought me this mic, and I didn't know that this you call this a boom stand with the mic is on. I was just calling it a mic stand until one of my subscribers literally, and I was calling it a mic stand. She said, "No, that's a boom arm." Yeah. So I have a microphone with a boom arm that my brother brought me, and literally this laptop that I'm using is my sister's. So I'm not lying to y'all when I tell you I literally have nothing but the clothes on. And I'm not saying that for sympathy or anything. I'm just trying to tell you my testimony. The testimony continues. Um, where I have been, where I'm going, where I'm at now. And so I'm grateful to have reached 500 with limited resources, with just my brother also, no, my sister brought me this light. I have a light, they call it a box light. I didn't even know that that's what they call them, but so the light, everything I'm using is stuff people in my family has given to me. Once I told them that I like doing it and it's therapeutic for me, they started investing into me doing this. So the laptop belongs to my sister. I'm just borrowing it until I'm able to get me one. And so she just told me to keep it as long as I need to. So I'm grateful for my sister for that. Then my sister-in-law, my brother's husband, she brought me the light. So I'm grateful to you for that. And my brother brought me this mic and this boom arm. So, and the only thing I have right now, literally that belongs to me, is this phone. And my brother is paying the phone bill. So to have reached, the only reason I'm bringing that up is to have reached 500 subscribers means a lot to me. To have been able to come to this live, to this um to this level or whatever you call it, to have come to 500 subscribers with limited resources, and most of it not even belonging to you, I feel it's very encouraging. Like I said, I feel seen. I'm enjoying this what I'm doing. Um, but okay, I wrote down, if I said anything tonight that made you laugh or cry or made you feel seen, I don't want you to stay on the sidelines. Let me know. I would love to hear your story or how you see unorganized chaos. I would love to hear your suggestions. Even if I don't follow your suggestions or not, or don't remember them, I still would like to hear them, because, if I get 10 different people telling me to do 10 different things, then maybe I need to follow that suggestion. Um, and if you're here, or if you're watching the replay, please hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe. I really would appreciate you if you subscribe. I'm at 500. My next goal is 1,000. And I know that's right around the corner. Okay? And share this channel, please. If you don't mind, please, I would really appreciate it. If you can share my channel, share it with your cousin, with your therapist, um, with your group chat. As if you have a therapist, no disrespect if you don't have one. I have one. I love my therapist. Uh, so just share it, and watch the videos. And like I said, give me feedback if you like it, if you hate it, or hey, you could have did this better, or this didn't make sense. But keep in mind, I do have a traumatic brain injury, and so concentration for me is I have to write stuff down, um, or I won't remember, or I get off thought or off of my topic. But I'm doing the best I can, and by me doing the best I can, I was able to get to 500. So I'm so grateful for that. Um, but if you don't mind to please subscribe, I really appreciate that. I really would. Thank you so much, and share this, you know, with people who you think that might get something out of this. Um, I appreciate. I want to build a community. I want to build a community here where the wounded are welcome. Now, this community is for anybody who is gay, straight, crippled, or crazy. But I want to build it for the people who feel unseen, unheard. I'm my ministry. I'm not particularly into this unorganized chaos for people who may feel that they are normal or have it all together. That's wonderful. I think that's great. I really do. Maybe one day I get there. I really want to build this community for people like me, or people who have been through what I've been through, or going through it, or have a family member or a loved one who's going through it. And I would love to hear your story. I would love for us to collaborate and get on um, YouTube together and make a video. And, and we can celebrate each other during the chaos. So stay with me, all 500 of you. I really appreciate you. Stay with me, and my promise to you is I will do whatever I can within reason to get better and better. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. And the next chapter of this testimony, during the next chapter of this, I'm going to need you. And I really am. I'm going to need your input. Um, like I said, I'm just proud of myself for being able to get to 500 subscribers literally with nothing, by borrowing or stuff been given to me. So I'm so grateful. I'm forever grateful. I want to say thank you to all 500 plus of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for turning on that notification button. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. May the whole world prove that God is good. May your whole life prove that God is good. Okay? I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. All hearts and minds are clear. Let's go and govern ourselves accordingly. Oh, please like, share, and subscribe. I also have a cash app if uh, you don't have to. It's not a requirement, but thank you for your support. If you feel led or you are able to do so. If not, at the minimum, please just subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Bye bye.